God says, I command you to open this right now, it's an emergency. From this very moment heaven is sounding an alarm over your life, because something hidden is finally being dragged into the light. The one who wished you harm, the person who smiled at you during the day but spoke against you behind closed doors is now fully exposed. Their name will be revealed, but before that God wants your heart steady. Right now angels are surrounding you like a protective wall, blocking every plan designed to drain your peace or shake your faith. As this protection settles over you, a wave of financial blessings has already started moving in your direction, quietly, quickly, like water breaking through a dam. God says, His eyes never missed a single conversation spoken about you. He saw the secret meetings, the fake concern, the attempts to pull strings behind your back. But today God interrupts every one of those plans. He tears down the structure of every strategy meant to limit you. Imagine someone trying to build a trap in the corner of your life but suddenly finding their tools disappearing. That's what's happening in the spiritual realm right now. Not one lie will survive, not one plot will work. God says He will make your enemies fall into the very pit they dug for you. You asked in private why people suddenly changed, you wondered why a close friend started acting distant, why certain people stopped clapping when good things happened to you. God says jealousy was hiding behind their silence, envy was hiding behind their fake smiles. But today He pulls the curtain back. Before the name is spoken He wants you to remember something important: you were never fighting alone. Archangel Michael says, He has been battling for you in the unseen. That's why you survived things you didn't even know were coming your way. That's why you're still standing when others expected you to fall. God says you are not weak, you are chosen. And every tear you cried became a seed for restoration. Heaven is opening right now, and flowing through are the things you've been waiting for: peace that feels real, protection that cannot be broken, and financial relief that comes faster than you imagined. These blessings won't enter quietly, they'll rush in like a strong wind, the kind that clears away dust you didn't even notice before. And now God says not to fear the name that is about to be revealed. Yes, it might shock you, yes, it may sting for a moment, but this revelation is meant to free you, not frighten you. This person walked with you in public but planned against you in private. They tried to weaken you with words, but God has stripped their power from your path. Like a lamp exposing shadows, God is lighting up every area where they tried to hide. He is not only exposing, He is elevating. While darkness leaves your life, God's light is rising over everything connected to you. A new season of clarity, opportunity, and divine covering is beginning. You will see new connections forming, new relationships entering, and new favor settling around you, gently but strongly. The place where you were attacked is the place where God will show off His blessing. Even the one who mocked your prayers will watch your testimony unfold, unable to deny that God was with you the whole time. God says He saw the pretend support, He saw the handshakes that didn't match the heart, He saw the words of encouragement that were followed by whispers behind your back. But heaven keeps perfect records, and while they sowed manipulation and jealousy, you sowed patience and faith. Now you will reap grace, mercy, and abundance, because the harvest always matches the seed. Every delay was protection, that opportunity you lost was full of poison, that person who drifted away was carrying hidden motives. God says He removed people not to punish you but to protect you. He is preparing a blessing too powerful to place in fragile hands. Your next chapter is written with heaven's ink, rare, precise and untouchable. What's coming will surprise you with its speed. It'll look like everything shifted overnight, but God says I told you I already started. He is sending peace into your home even now. The tension in your chest will loosen, the fog in your mind will clear, the weight on your finances will lift. Wherever you were rejected, God is placing your name in rooms where your presence will be honored. Doors are opening that no person can close. And the one who wanted you to fail, they're confused because you're still rising. God says He knows your late-night prayers, your quiet fears, your unspoken pain. Because you stayed humble, He is lifting you higher, like a seed buried in darkness that still pushes its way to the light. You are about to bloom in a way that makes every past season make sense. Now God says, He is ready, He is preparing to speak the name of the one who brought the pain, the one who planted the seed of doubt, the one who misused your trust. He doesn't reveal to embarrass, He reveals to free you once and for all, from wondering who was smiling at you but rooting for your downfall. The truth comes to heal you, not to haunt you. And all of this aligns perfectly under the title. God says I order you to open this now. It's an emergency. The identity of this person who wants to harm you is revealed. Here is the name, open it before November 16th. And when I speak their name into your spirit, you will feel peace instead of anger, healing instead of bitterness. My child, the angels have not stepped away from you for even a breath. The pressure around you rose only because your breakthrough is finally brushing against your life. But hear me, no darkness can cross the boundary I have placed around your home, no sickness will touch your doorway. I have sealed your space with a fire that hell cannot cross. You are marked as mine and nothing can undo what I have written. Walk with confidence because you are held beneath my wings, shielded and guarded even when you sleep. My beloved child, listen with the depth of your spirit. This battle you're in hasn't been just about people, it has been about purpose. And I, the Lord your God, already declared victory over you long before the enemy even made a plan. I'm interrupting every assignment sent to confuse you, drain you, or delay what belongs to you. The one who tried to weigh your heart down, disturb your peace and block your increase has now been exposed in the courts of heaven. Their intentions reached my throne and judgment has already begun. You never had to fight this storm by yourself. I commanded Archangel Michael to stand beside you, not only as protection but as a warrior defending your blessings, your calling and the generational shift you were chosen to create. Understand this deeply, the same person who thought they could shut down your future became the very reason your elevation is being accelerated. I am turning their attack into a doorway for your destiny. Comment 555 if you believe I turn opposition into opportunity. You carried the weight of betrayal from someone you trusted far too much. They knew what they were doing when they whispered lies, sent negative energy, and tried to choke your financial blessing before it reached you. But I saw every move, I counted every tear, I watched the moments you stayed quiet instead of fighting back. And today I declare not one plot, not one curse, not one hidden word against you will stand. While they planned your downfall, I prepared your rising. While they gathered in dark corners, I was surrounding you with heavenly armies. Their actions were secret, but my reward for you will be seen by many. They muttered curses, but I speak undeniable favor over your life. You will not lack, you will not be left behind. Before this month ends, you will have a reason to say, only God could have done this. I heard every prayer you whispered for financial relief. I know you asked for peace in areas that exhausted you. And now I am sending resources from directions you didn't even know existed, unexpected calls, long-delayed releases, surprising solutions. These are already moving toward you because you kept faith during attack. Comment 12 if you believe I make a way where no way appears. But I am not done speaking. The person who intended harm has walked into the consequences of their own choices. I warned them, I nudged their spirit, I gave them chances to turn away from the path they took. But they continued, and now I am not only blocking their attack, I am reversing it. What was slowed down is speeding up, what was withheld is being unlocked, what was stolen will return stronger. You are leaving the season of survival and stepping into a season where overflow is your new normal. The weight that used to crush you will now catapult you. The very things that tried to hold you down will become the stage for your testimony. I am aligning the right people, the right timing, and the right opportunities with your name. You worried about what they would say, you feared that their lies might stain your future. But hear me, no lie has authority over the destiny I wrote. I crafted your future long before they ever stepped into your life. What they tried to bury I will lift, what they tried to stain I will cleanse. My presence surrounds your home like a thick cloud of protection, my angels are placed at every corner of your household. Your children, your plans, your next steps, they are wrapped in my protection. You will not slip, you will not fall, you will not repeat the losses of your past. The one who meant you harm will now witness the strength of my hand. I will reveal their name, not for revenge, but for release. You cannot move forward while holding the weight of betrayal. I want you free enough to receive what I'm about to place in your hands. The blessings coming your way will silence every doubter. You won't have to explain a thing. The favor will speak louder than the rumors. You were worried, but even as you hear this, I am shifting situations. Conversations are happening that include your name in rooms you've never entered. Hearts are being stirred to help you. Systems are bending in your favor. You are not forgotten, you are fiercely protected. Archangel Michael says, Archangel Michael has not taken a single step away from you. You are defended, you are covered, you are safe. And now that you have stayed with me through this message, you are entering a level of spiritual understanding few people ever reach. I am not only revealing the identity of the one who stood against you, I am revealing why you were chosen for this battle. You were never weak, you were never unprepared, you were selected to break patterns that have repeated for generations. The betrayer believed you would collapse under pressure, but I used their betrayal to build your strength, sharpen your vision, and prepare your blessing. The moment those wounds were carved into your heart, I covered each one with layers of my grace thicker than the pain that caused them. Every loss they pushed into your life, I have already prepared a double portion to return to you, not as compensation, but as restoration. What they intended as a trap I have transformed into a doorway, what they tried to bury I have used as the soil for your growth. God says, the story they tried to write for you is being rewritten by my own hands. And while they attempted to delay your financial miracle, I accelerated the breakthrough so fast that the enemy couldn't even brace for the shift. You wondered why that heaviness clung to you for so long, you questioned if something was wrong with you. But it wasn't sin, it was calling. The weight was never punishment, it was training. The same way a warrior is handed a heavier sword to build strength, I allowed certain burdens to build your endurance. I taught you to trust me in the shadows so you could guide others into the light. This isn't an ordinary moment, this is alignment. The second you opened this message, I began lifting spiritual barriers, chains breaking like thin twigs, old cycles collapsing like fragile glass, contracts aligning, opportunities stirring, your name being whispered in rooms you've never stepped into. I'm raising you to a place where betrayal cannot climb and delay cannot breathe. You have cried out asking when, how, and why. But now my answer comes not as sound but as movement. You will feel finances flowing again like a river that finally found its path. Your body will feel ease settling in the way dawn melts away the chill of night. Your emotions will feel restoration, not as a sudden blast but as a gentle steadying of your spirit. I am breathing peace into your restless nights like warm wind brushing through the curtains. I am placing a divine favor on your name that no human hands can erase. The person I'm about to expose to your spirit is someone you once prayed for, someone you showed love, care, grace, things they mistook as signs of weakness. They thought you didn't notice their actions, but I did. And now I'm showing you, not to attack them, but to release yourself. Forgive my child, let it go. I will handle the weight of justice. You don't have to fight in this battle, you only need to stand still and you'll witness my salvation unfold like a turning tide. I will expose hidden conversations, reveal masked intentions, and bring truth to the surface until your name shines untarnished. I am the God of sudden reversals. Just as I turned Esther from overlooked to honored overnight, I am turning your mourning into movement. The king who once ignored you will request your presence. The table that once excluded you is being rebuilt with a seat carved specifically for your arrival. The crown that seemed far beyond reach is hovering above your head ready to rest where it always belonged. You are royalty, not the kind that flaunts power but the kind that carries grace. You are rising beyond the touch of old battles, stepping into a version of yourself that fear will not recognize. You've been trembling with questions, but I need you to trust me even when your knees shake. Walk forward knowing I've already stepped ahead, every path you feared is illuminated. You will not fall this time, you will not lose this time. I chose you long before breath ever entered your lungs. Your assignment is too important to be paused by petty attacks or temporary wounds. That fire you feel, its refinement, its preparation for the level I'm elevating you into spaces only accessible to those who survived the flame. Not everyone who walked with you was meant to stay, some were stepping stones not lifelong companions. The one who tried to hold you back is now standing in the pit they dug for you. But you, my child, will rise from this. You will rise quietly, gracefully, powerfully, and then you will help others rise because your blessing isn't just for you, it's for your bloodline. I have not forgotten the moments you whispered prayers into your pillow, the nights you fought battles in silence and still chose to trust me. That's when I marked your destiny, that's when I whispered your name to the angels and said, "Protect this one." There are miracles forming around you in silence, like seeds sprouting underground before the first green breaks the soil. Soon you'll see them, an unexpected call, an approval that seemed impossible, funds released with no explanation, clarity overflowing where confusion once ruled. This isn't luck, this is my mercy in motion. You were never being ignored, you were being prepared. You were not being punished, you were being positioned. And though betrayal cut deep, it never had the power to stop what I ordained. I still shut the mouths of lions, I still part seas, I still multiply what seems too small. And today I'm doing it for you. I watched every step you took, even the ones you took trembling. You were inches away from a collapse you didn't even sense, but I stepped in. I blocked a trap designed to break you by someone whose true intentions I've now exposed. They hid their face from you, not from me. I heard their whispered lies, their private schemes, their plans to deter your calling. I allowed it only long enough to gather the evidence, and now justice moves. This is a holy moment, a shift so powerful it will rewrite the last decade of your story. The enemy was loud, but my favor will be louder. You were wounded, but my healing will go deeper. You thought you were abandoned, but you were hidden, sheltered while I rebuilt you strong enough to carry what's coming. Now your time in the shadows ends. I place you in my light not because you demanded it but because I destined it. Your glow is not borrowed, it is born from me. I am removing bitterness from your bones, silencing the confusion their lies created and restoring clarity to your steps. When I reveal their name fully, it will not break you, it will free you. And the one who hardened their heart like Pharaoh will witness a reversal so undeniable that even they will know it came from me. My child, as you step into this moment, feel the shift settling over your spirit. The words you are hearing are not echoing from a distance, they are being spoken directly into the deepest part of your soul. For I, the Lord your God, have placed my hand upon your life in a way that no enemy can overturn. You are not standing on broken ground anymore, you are standing on holy ground, ground cleansed, restored and prepared for your rise. What once tried to bury you has now become the very soil from which your victory is growing. I am building a new foundation beneath your feet, one that cannot be shaken by gossip, betrayal, or jealousy. A platform that no scheme can collapse, a calling that no voice can silence, and a financial breakthrough so divinely sealed that no curse can block it. You feared lack, but I now replace fear with favor. You lived in worry, but I now crown you with provision. From this moment you will see needs met before you even speak them. Unexpected blessings will arrive like morning light, lost resources will return with interest, delayed miracles will rush toward you as if the heavens themselves are pushing them forward. Comment I affirm if you feel this divine shift touching your spirit. For I have seen your faith in drought seasons, and now I reward it with overflow. The name I will place in your spirit will not be to stir anger, it will be to close the chapter fully. Healing requires truth, and truth requires revelation. When your heart becomes still enough to receive it, I will whisper it gently. Not to reopen the wound but to clean it completely. My goal is release, not retaliation. I want your hands free so I can fill them, I want your heart light so it can receive more glory. Do not worry about who believes you, do not seek validation from those who were never equipped to understand your worth. I believed you long before they doubted you, I stood beside you when they misjudged you, I strengthened you while they underestimated you. And now I rebuild what was torn apart. And when I raise you this time, the elevation will be undeniable. You will enter rooms you never pursued, you will receive blessings you never requested, you will walk into opportunities that were not even available before. The divine reversal has already started. Every tongue that rose against you is being silenced, every curse spoken over you is unraveling. You will not merely survive, you will flourish beyond what anyone expected. Let those who mocked you watch, let those who walked away observe. What I am about to do with your life will turn silence into applause and doubts into evidence. For you are protected, you are favored, you are mine. My child, I delayed this revelation because timing is everything. You were not ready before, not because of weakness but because of alignment. Now the hour has come. The one who plotted in secret has been named before heaven. Not to invite bitterness but to break the invisible chains that tied you to their deception. You opened your heart to them, you trusted them. But they misread your kindness as blindness. They thought their schemes were hidden, but nothing escapes my sight. Comment 777 if you feel the air shifting as I shut every door they used to access your peace. They envied your light because it came from me. They tried to dim it because they could not control it. But what I give cannot be taken. Their influence is broken, their plans have failed. And the stones they threw at you will now form the steps of your elevation. I am making your life a testimony, a visible sign that my favor is stronger than any attack. I now release financial increase over your life, unexpected deposits, approvals, partnerships woven by my hand. Where you struggled you will overflow, where you feared you will flourish, where you felt shame you will radiate glory. Comment I love God if you know your breakthrough outweighs your betrayal. Do not fear the name I reveal, it doesn't return you to bondage, it frees you from it. I am breaking emotional ties, spiritual ties, and generational ties that were formed through manipulation or jealousy. You are stepping out of their shadow and into my light, and this light will not flicker, I the Lord your God sustain it. What they tried to bury I resurrect, what they tried to silence I amplify. The dreams you abandoned I breathe life into again, your confidence, your vision, your strength, I restore them now. You are not who they labeled you to be, you are who I created you to be, chosen, redeemed, anointed and called. They got close but never closer than me. Every attack they launched passed through my hands first, that is why it didn't break you, that is why it didn't stop you. I stood between you and the blow, and now I position you to stand for others who have no voice. Comment I trust God if you feel this mantle being placed over your shoulders. I clothe you in divine armor, armor for destiny not just defense. Confusion lifts from your mind, uncertainty lifts from your path. I become your compass, your steps will not be guided by fear but by my spirit. The person exposed will feel the weight of their choices, but that burden is not yours. Release them, release the bitterness, release the exhaustion of trying to be understood. I will make your fruit speak louder than any explanation. While you waited I stored blessings in a place untouched by human hands. Now the vault is open, angels are moving with assignments in their hands, favor is traveling toward you. Prepare for shifts, for calls, for approvals, for doors to open in ways you thought were impossible. Because when I move in fullness, I move in power, I move in glory that no enemy can deny. And you, my child, you are about to testify in a way that will echo for generations. My child, listen closely because what comes next isn't trembling, it's triumph rising inside you like a sunrise that refuses to hide behind clouds. You're stepping into rooms that once shut their doors on you. You're about to have conversations with people who once pretended not to see you. Blessings that once felt like distant stars will soon rest in your hands like warm light. And all this won't happen because you forced it. No, it's happening because you surrendered what wasn't yours to carry. You kept your heart clean when bitterness tried to stain it. You kept your hands steady when chaos tried to shake them. I'm not restoring what you lost, I'm multiplying it in ways your past self wouldn't even believe. I'm not repairing what others broke, I'm creating something so new, so breathtaking that you will know only I could have done it. My beloved child, now that your spirit has awakened and your heart has softened, hear me clearly, you are in the middle of a divine unveiling. The enemy has been whispering lies, telling you I forgot, telling you your breakthrough is stuck somewhere in the clouds. But today I tear every lie apart. My plans for your life cannot be blocked by betrayal, halted by enemies, or erased by fear. I allowed certain people to fall away not as punishment but as protection. You think you lost them, but really you were rescued. They weren't meant for the next chapter, and their absence is the very thing making space for your rise. Now the truth is unfolding. Their hearts held jealousy you never saw, their words carried poison dressed as concern, their presence was quietly slowing your progress like sand poured into an engine. But I am the God who sees all, nothing hidden stays hidden in my sight. The one who tried to detour your promise now stands exposed before my justice. I gave them time, I gave them warnings, but they chose their path, and the trap they set for you has returned to their own feet. Yet I still want your heart clean. You are not called to curse them, you are called to walk away blessed, glowing with peace no one can steal. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm blessing the very area they tried to break. I'm strengthening the very part they hoped would fail. Your hands will prosper, your harvest will multiply. Miracles are being released into the deepest wound like rain falling exactly where the land was driest. Watch how favor enters your work, watch how relationships that felt shattered begin to mend. Watch how your mind starts resting again like a storm finally quieting. I am placing angels near your life not only to guard but to deliver. The one who tried to steal your rest, your joy, your finances has been silenced. Every dark whisper spoken against you in the unseen realm has been shut down. And you'll feel it. Conversations will shift, people you never expected will reach out. Long closed doors will swing open as if they'd been waiting for your knock. Even the heaviness you carried in your chest will start to fade like smoke dissolving into air. Remember Joseph, betrayed, lied about, forgotten, yet lifted into greatness in a single divine moment. That's the pattern unfolding for you. What looked like injury was actually positioning, what felt like rejection was really direction. What seemed like a pit was only the hallway to the palace I prepared. Soon you won't even understand how the approval happened, how the help showed up, how the healing came overnight. And when you wonder, I'll remind you it was me. I do not sleep, I do not forget, I do not abandon my chosen ones. Let go of the need to explain yourself, you don't need to defend your name, I already have. You don't need to battle accusations, I've silenced them before they reached your ears. Your fruit will speak louder than any rumor, your breakthrough will testify for you. The person who tried to control your destiny has lost their grip completely. I am removing their influence from every gate of your life. You are free emotionally, spiritually, financially, mentally, free in ways you've never experienced before. My beloved child, the battle felt intense because the blessing is monumental. The enemy knows he can't stop it, so he tried to distract you, discourage you, exhaust you. But I, the Lord your God, have declared enough. The one plotting against you is fully exposed before my throne. This revelation arrived exactly when your spirit was strong enough to carry it. And now you walk not in fear but in wisdom. Yes, the truth hurt, yes, the disappointment cut deep. But out of that pain comes purpose, out of discomfort comes destiny, out of grief comes glory. I'm not just healing you, I'm transforming you into someone unshakable. You stayed in my presence when you could have grown cold, you cried out to me when bitterness tried to bury you. And because you chose me, I am pouring fresh oil over your life, oil no enemy can steal, oil that marks you for greater things. Your anointing is rising, your wisdom is sharpening, your discernment is becoming a sword that cuts through every lie. And from this moment forward your steps will be guided, protected, and fueled by a strength that doesn't run out. My beloved child, hear this with the same strength you've carried through every storm. You were never fragile, you were in formation. What they called weakness was actually wisdom growing in silence. While some people laughed at your wounds, heaven was shaping your wings. While others mocked your faith, I was arranging resources, aligning timing, and preparing a rise so sudden it will feel like the ground itself lifts to meet your feet. Every time you believed no one noticed you, I called your name in the councils of heaven and said, "That one is mine." Now you are stepping into prayers you forgot you whispered, doors you thought were sealed are unlocking at once. What should have taken a decade is about to unfold like a 10-day miracle, because this is not luck, it is supernatural acceleration. I am not blessing you quietly, I am elevating you loudly, and the very people who betrayed you will see the glow on your life, not to shame them, but to reveal that my hand has always been on you. I don't need revenge to show my power, I show it through your overflow, your healing, and your rising joy. My angels are not simply guarding you, they are delivering everything that was delayed. Places where your name was denied are now approving you without hesitation, systems are shifting in your favor, opportunities that were held back by jealousy and manipulation are returning multiplied. Forgiveness was never a sign of weakness, it was your open gate to abundance. When you released them, you released yourself. And when you made room in your heart, I filled it with blessings that cannot be taken. Right now divine adjustments are happening behind the scenes, lost time is being redeemed, missed pathways are being reopened, and blessings you thought were gone forever are circling back with interest. Nothing meant for you will slip away, not one promise, not one opportunity, not one breakthrough. Stay close to me, resist the temptation to look back at what I removed. Your next chapter requires your focus, your faith, and your fire, and all three are alive within you, because I placed them there. Lean in, child, you are stepping into a promise generations before you prayed for. The one who tried to curse your path is no longer standing at the gates of your destiny. You were never unprotected, even when you felt exposed, you were under divine surveillance. Their betrayal was cruel, but your rising will be unforgettable. I am lifting you out of the pit they dug, and turning it into the very platform that reveals your calling. Their attempt to weaken you only strengthened the anointing on your life. And I saw it all, the battles no one clapped for, the tears you wiped alone, the prayers you whispered through exhaustion, the nights you asked me not to leave you. I am answering not with delays but with deliverance, not with warnings but with wonders. Your finances are being restored, the curse spoken over your increase has shattered. People will feel drawn to help you without understanding why, it will be my hand guiding their hearts. You will experience sudden approvals, unexpected resources, and favor that seems to hunt you down. This revelation of who hurt you was not punishment, it was protection. If I had not shown you their true intentions, they would have remained close enough to contaminate your future. But now you see clearly, and your spirit is wiser. Forgive them, but do not return to what I have already closed, love from afar, but do not reopen the door. Your heart may ache for what was lost, but it is being strengthened for what is coming. Multiplication is near, double for the pain, double for the waiting, double for the nights you felt forgotten. This is a season of reversal. The areas where the enemy fought the hardest, your mind, your money, your momentum, are the very places I am pouring fresh strength. You will see swift turnarounds, a message, a phone call, a decision will shift everything. The warfare that once felt suffocating will suddenly fade, because I have spoken, peace be still. Yes, the attack was real, but so is the victory I am placing in your hands. The person who tried to poison your purpose has no voice left in your story, their influence is broken, their access is gone, their assignment has failed. Walk in the freedom I have given you, speak from that freedom, expect from that freedom. The old chapter has ended, this rise is irreversible. You are stepping into an era of recognition, fulfillment, and divine confirmation. I will seal every promise with protection, I will surround every blessing with favor. You are not cursed, you are covered. You are not forgotten, you are chosen. You are not finished, you are rising. And now the one who once tried to break you can see exactly who you are, a child of the Almighty, guarded by the Lord of hosts, strengthened by battles you survived, and crowned with a destiny that cannot be undone. This is only the beginning, my beloved, I have seen every wound, every delay, every hidden plan formed against you. And I, the Lord your God, have turned every one of them into the groundwork of the greatest breakthrough you have ever walked into. The name I revealed to you was never meant to haunt your heart, it was meant to free your future. My child, listen closely, what you just walked through was not the end, it was the unveiling. The weight that once sat on your chest has been lifted, not by accident but by my design. That chapter didn't close quietly, it closed with purpose. The moment their influence ended, your overflow began. What once looked like loss is now becoming the very soil where your abundance grows. The tears you hid, the ones you thought no one saw, have become seeds for a testimony so powerful it will silence every whisper spoken against you. You won't need to argue, you won't need to prove anything. Your progress will speak in a language louder than explanations. Even those who doubted you will stand back stunned, realizing that only my hand could elevate you like this. So don't fear what's ahead, I'm already building the path, clearing what tries to block it, and filling it with the favor you cried for. What was delayed is finally being delivered, what was held back is being pushed into your life with divine momentum. What once seemed unreachable is now stepping toward you. You are not walking in scarcity, you are walking in a season where heaven is answering quickly. Keep your heart steady, keep your spirit open. You're entering the chapter one wrote long before anyone tried to rewrite your story. And hear this, the person who tried to curse your journey has no authority anymore. Their words fall flat, their intentions dissolve, their shadow cannot touch where I am taking you. You're no longer tied to the wounds they caused, you're rising from them with clarity, strength, and favor that multiplies. Your name is surrounded by protection, your home is under divine covering. Your hands will begin to attract opportunities that once ignored you. Your mind will experience peace that settles like warm light. Healing is not approaching, it is already here, reshaping what was broken, and restoring what was drained. You don't need to chase anything, I'm releasing what belongs to you. Doors will open without knocking, hearts will turn in your favor without explanation. I am silencing every false word, every hidden attack, every jealous intention sent against you. Walk forward expecting miracles, because I am not sending a drop, I am releasing a river. Rest now, breathe deeper than you have in months. Let joy return like sunrise. And if this word resonates in your spirit, comment I receive it, because this isn't just reassurance, this is the beginning of the life you were always meant to step into. Your anointing is rising, your wisdom is sharpening, your discernment is becoming a sword that cuts through every lie. And from this moment forward, your steps will be guided, protected, and fueled by a strength that doesn't run out.